as we make decisions that might affect the officials, employees,
Good morning po. Before we start, let us acknowledge the presence of our back chairperson, ARD Joel F. Limpenko. Our back members, Engineer John S. Sison, Engineer Alan Raul C. Ravis, and Engineer Manny Bulusan. For our back PWG, we have Engineer Renz Valenzuela, Engineer Maria Jocelyn Bakwal,
Present. Morning.
morning ma'am, and Engineer John Jovet Lilinin. For our back secretariat, we have Engineer Emmy P. Abello. Back secretariat members, Engineer Joshua P. Macabulos, Engineer Ina Chan, and yours truly po, Engineer Rox Taranza. With that, we have a quorum. We may start today's pre-bid conference.
Present
Thank
po,
you.
good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning again. For our pre-bid conference, we have contract ID number 240 00054 or 00054 for the Network Development Off-Carriageway Improvement Secondary Roads, Quirino Highway, K0014 plus 294 to K0019 plus 778. Location, Quezon City. Implementing Office, DPWH NCR. Funding source of GA 2024. With an ABC of 166,961,716 pesos and 13 centavos with contract duration of 120 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, Class A documents, legal documents such as SEC, DTI, or CDA, Mayor's Permit, and tax clearance certificate as finally reviewed and approved by BAR. For technical document, pickup or special pickup license in case of joint venture, records of completed contracts, both government and private, records of audits ongoing government and private contracts, including awarded but not yet started, and records of SLCC similar to the contract, should be adjusted to current price using PSA current price index and should have a contract amount equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. A contract shall be considered similar to the contract to be bid if it has the same major categories of work, and any of the following are the categories of work that can be considered. For this project, major category is RCA or Roads Construction Asphalt. For similar categories, please refer to page 15 of 24 of BO number 117 series of 2017 are the revised guidelines for the determinations of major and similar categories of work. For the required pickup license, size range medium A license category, medium B license category A. For the financial documents, audited financial statements stamped received by the BIR are duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 3 years from the date of paid submission. Tax returns filed and taxes paid through the electronic filing and payment system, and computation of NFCC of at least equal to ABC completed using the prescribed formula. NFCC is equal to quantity current assets minus current liabilities times 15 minus value of unfinished projects including awarded projects not yet started coinciding with the contract to be due. For Class B documents or for joint venture only, valid JVA, each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective field job certificates of registration in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR of RA 9184. The submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit a statement of all its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. For the submission and receipt of bids, contents of first envelope for the technical proposal, Fieldship certificate of registration in platinum, blue, or red membership, pickup license and registration or special pickup license if joint venture, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, statement of SLCC and FCC computation, GBA if applicable, bid security in a prescribed form, amount, and validity period, project requirements such as organizational chart for the contract to be bid, base of contractors' personnel, and base of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment. Omnibus sworn statements and ISO 9000 certification for the O1 series of 2011. In case of joint venture, the ISO 9000 certification from the lead firm will suffice. For the bid security, the bid validity period and bid security validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission and opening of bids, and the bidder shall submit a bid security declaration or any form of bid security enumerated. For cash or cashiers or managers check issued by a universal or commercial bank, and for bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank, the amount of bid security is not less than 2% of the ABC. For surety bond fallable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, not less than 5% of the ABC. For the contents of second envelope or the financial proposal, that is 5%. Bid form must be in accordance with the form prescribed in Section 11 of the bidding forms of bidding documents. Bid prices in the BOQ. Detailed estimates, accordance to BO 197 series of 2016, the following items shall not be subjected to OCM and profit markup. We have mobilization and demobilization, provision of service vehicle, and permits and clearances. In accordance to the 0197 series of 2016, the following non-civil works items shall not be subjected to OCM markup. We have field or laboratory office and living quarters with rental basis, furnishing of furniture, lab equipment, survey equipment, and consumables, assistance to the engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, and communication equipment. And cash flow by the quarter and payment schedule. Bid submission may be done manually or electronically or online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic, similar to manual submission. The guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the BDS ITB Clause 17. For bids to be submitted electronically or online, the procedure should be observed following BO 87-2020. Bids must be duly received by the box secretary at the address below for manual submission or at electronicbids_NCR at dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before March 20, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. For bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify on the total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. For completeness, no price in the required item non-compliant, indicating a zero or a dash due to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes, and bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevail. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price per item prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. And unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in POQ prevails. And if above ABC non-compliant. For post-qualification, verification of legal requirements such as licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion in blacklist, For technical requirements, key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post disqualification of award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO 58 series of 2012. Performance in growing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts, failure of the contractor to commence repair work on complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies, failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of the notice of defects and failures, substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance with contract term and conditions at the time of inspection, and the 0127 series of 2018 or the strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH, and authenticity of bid security. For financial requirements, bid price proposal and NFCC. Notes on the personnel and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012 are the technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded a contract under bidding, and this certification shall be included in the first envelope of the COB. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post disqualified. For the list of key personnel, we have one project manager, project engineer, project inspector, and electrical engineer, each with 5 years total experience and 3 years in position in similar works. One materials engineer should be DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. One safety officer with 40-hour seminar on health and safety, and one foreman with 3 years total experience and 2 years in position in similar works. Note, please include the team numbers of all the pledged personnel. For the list of major construction equipment, we have backhoe with breakers, dump truck, water truck, payloader, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, concrete vibrator, gasoline drive unit, one bagger mixer, bark felter, bar bender, welding machine, electric driven, cutting outfit, concrete saw, blade 14 inches diameter, cargo truck, all models, truck mounted or service crane, cargo truck, all models, telescopic man lift, and boom truck. For the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified for the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 2 days upon receipt hereof. Notes on subcontracting. Subcontracting is allowed. Maximum of 50% of the contract cost may be allowed for subcontracting per DO 38 series of 2015. However, subcontracting of any portion shall not relieve the bidder from any liability or obligation that may arise from the contract for this project. Common reasons for the rejection of bids: ineligibility and post-disqualification of bidder, failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor, shorter bid validity and bid security validity period, overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel, failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, late submission of bid, Failure to submit supporting documents such as certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, if equipment pledged is to be leased or purchased, negative slippage in the ongoing projects, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of two or more ongoing projects, and unsatisfactory CPS rate. Common errors in the submission of bids, incomplete pages of bid documents, both technical and financial, and authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. For a single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. And for partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. Reminder, deadline for submission of clarification is March 11, 2024 at 4 o'clock p.m. Addressed to ARD Joel F. Limpenko, back chairperson. Deadline for submission of bids is March 20, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Number of copies of bid proposal, 1 original copy and 2 copies of the first or technical and second or financial envelope of each bid. And place of submission of bid is DPWH NCR conference room. Please be reminded of the GPPB Resolution Number 15-2021 relative to the lifting the suspension on the implementation of the mandatory submission of Philips Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership in competitive bidding and limited source bidding. All contractors are hereby required to submit their updated Philips Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership. Also, memorandum dated March 6, 2023 of the Department Secretary regarding the iteration of the department policies or issuances on the sale of bidding documents and enrollment in the CWA prior bidding. Item 1, in accordance with the Department Citizens Charter and the numbered memorandum dated December 27, 2021, only the following documents are required from the prospective bidders prior to the sale of bidding documents. We have company ID or any government-issued ID, authorization letter, and letter of intent for foreign funded projects. Attached are the memos for your reference. Thank you.
Are there any questions po? If there are none, with the instruction of our ARB Joel F. Limpenko, we now adjourn today's pre-bid conference. Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you.